Sandra, Hazel, my first question, any sign of Celine Dion?
Do you have to start with the most difficult question?
Of course I do. Because everyone has been asking me, have you seen her? Have you heard her?
Well, she is just such a legend, such an iconic figure that even just whispering her name across the hallway, it really gets emotions out of Swiss people who I've never seen emotional.
Celine Dion, where is she? I'm so excited that she might be here, but nobody knows.
Yes, and you can include us too as well, because
we are part of nobody.
Yeah, we really don't know yet.
So even the hosts of this year's Eurovision Song Contest do not know if Celine Dion is here.
But I know that she's an avid fan of this podcast, so she's gonna hear this.
Did she tell you?
Yeah, first time listener and last time caller, or how do you say?
Hazel, you're making me blush already knowing that Celine Dion is a fan. Hazel, Sandra, you are hosting this year's Eurovision Song Contest. We're going to find out all about you. Welcome to the official Eurovision Song Contest podcast.
Yay, thank you. Woohoo.
Sandra Studer, Hazel Brugger, two of the hosts of this year's amazing contest. How are you both feeling, first of all?
We're already tired.
I feel like an old sock that has been found in the dryer.
Well, not smelly, nice and fresh.
Fresh but crumpled up. Yeah.
That's your vibe, fresh but crumpled.
Yes, that's my fashion line. No, I think we feel good, right?
We feel good, and
do we, honey?
Yes, Schatzli, as we say in Swiss German. Schatzli. No, we feel good because we found each other. I mean, this sounds very romantic and a bit kitsch, but we didn't know each other before. And so it was kind of a risk to do this together. And this is the best part of it, that we get along very well.
I would say the cheesiest part of Swiss culture is how absurdly well Sandra and I get along.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
From
Seriously.
day one.
Yeah, from day one.
Yeah,
like
really.
My husband is complaining that I always say, Sandra. It's like, I can't hear it. Stop it with Sandra. I know you love her more. And
you
it's
know,
true.
I could be her mother, and I have 4 kids, and so she's my 5th kid now. So it's really, but she's not my kid. She's a very good friend, and this makes everything so easy, and that's why we feel good.
Yeah.
But you've brought Hazel into the family, into the Studer family.
Yes, she knows part of the family now, but
I still haven't met your husband.
No,
big
wow,
rival.
No. I'm holding him back, but
no, it's such a relief not to be doing this alone. You know, this morning when I was brushing my teeth, I thought, what would I do if I had to do this either alone or without Sandra? Because it could be such a terrible experience, but now it's this memory that I will cherish forever.
Yes, it makes it a comfort zone, you know. Well, there's a lot of things that are difficult, and we're going to be very upset about, but just the feeling of standing next to someone who's supporting you and
who knows what you're going through.
Exactly. That's just so positive and so nice.
And just to add to the pressure, you know, it's one of the best hosting gigs in the world.
It might be the peak of our lives.
It's
probably going to be that. And I'm already talking to everybody backstage about who's done it before, behind the scenes. Like, how do you deal with it when it's over? How do you live? How do you continue life after Eurovision?
Yes, and you're so young. I mean, the peak in your life is at 31.
It's very early.
I'm 56, so this is more organic.
It's still too young to peak, but maybe we get to do it again in 30 years.
To use an awful Swiss analogy, you're basically on the ski lift at the minute, going up the mountain towards the Eurovision peak.
You know, we are big fans of ski lift analogies, so it's not an awful analogy. Tell us more about winter sports.
Well, I can't ski. I wish I could. I'm too scared of skiing, you know.
Well, then we know what's happening after Eurovision.
We'll invite
Steve
you.
learns to ski.
Yes, we will be your teachers.
Could be my bonus episode. couldn't it? Steve learns to ski.
And it's a lot of screaming.
Yeah. I scream at anything. Honestly, there we are. But no, you're reaching the peak of the mountain, and then from the first semi-final, it's like downhill all the way. Gold medal for both Sandra and Hazel, hosting this amazing contest. When did you first get the call? Like, when did you find out that you were going to host this?
Everybody keeps asking
Yes,
me.
exactly.
It's so
I can't
blurry.
remember. I think it was in
timeline.
September
Something
when
like
they
that.
called me.
that's
I don't
early,
know when they
yeah.
called you. They
Long
called
time
me, I think,
ago.
in September. And I knew that I was one of a long list, on a long list of people who could do it. And then we had some talks with different people. They asked me why I wanted to do it and if I would love to do it. And of course I said yes. And then there was this chemistry meeting between you and me. They told me there is, would you like to meet a person who could be your co-host? I said, okay. And then
Like
they,
an arranged marriage.
yes, it was really, it's very, very exciting. And I knew I was either traveling north or south. I had no idea. And I thought, if it's north, I think I'm gonna meet Hazel Brugger because I didn't know her, but I was just
You had a
sure.
a
I was sure
feeling.
it could be her. And if I'm traveling south, it could be Michelle Hunziker. So it was really funny.
And I have to say, lovingly, Sandra's sense of direction is very bad. So she really probably didn't know if she was heading north or south until she got out of
I
the car.
still don't remember where we met. What was this?
In Karlsruhe.
Karlsruhe.
It's very confusing
Karlsruhe.
because we have this WhatsApp chat group and it's with Klagenfurt, which is a city in the south of Austria. So we are just very confused all the time.
And also, Sandra, this venue is like a maze. So do you need somebody with you at all times to get you?
Yes. I have my daughter here, and she's taking
It's like
me
your
everywhere.
Labrador, your assistant.
It's really horrible. I have there's one gene missing in my head. Or
direction
something in there.
gene.
Yes, I have no idea where I am. It's really crazy.
Yeah, we're trying different methods now. She's on the breadcrumb method, but people
The
keep
Hansel and
eating
Gretel.
it. Yes, Hazel and Gretel, yes.
But you've got Hazel as well. to
But
help
I'm
you.
really not good at directions either. So
But
we're
you're
just...
better than me, obviously. You're
Yeah.
much better than me.
And we have good floor managers who just
Good.
put us somewhere and they say, here's the camera, look here, smile.
Yeah.
And I find my dressing room. That's the most important thing. I
Yeah.
know where it is.
Who's got the best dressing room out of the two of you? Are
Well,
you
know,
jealous
we
of
share
either?
in a way.
Yeah,
We
we
share in a way
share.
because I have a smaller one, you have the bigger one, and yours has daylight. Mine is very dark, and so we decided to
No windows for
No,
Sandra.
But we're actually splitting like the tasks that are fulfilled within each dressing room. So we're doing the hair and makeup in my dressing room and we're doing relaxation,
and chilling and
focusing,
foot massage
foot
and
massage.
things.
Nice.
These two things, the one you put your podcast equipment on, that's actually a foot massage machine.
So you can have. Oh, is it? So
Yes,
it
we
vibrates.
will show you later.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yes.
So you can have because there's a lot of walking at Eurovision because you and running, I assume, when you're doing the stage because you have to get from one
Yes.
place to
It's
another
absurd.
very
Yeah.
quickly.
I'm so glad you know this because it's difficult to explain to outsiders just how physically taxing it is to get up to the green room, get back down on stage, get backstage, get stage left. It's so much
It's
walking.
every
Yes.
single contest.
And there are people who can do it easily in sneakers, and there are others, me, who have to do it in high heels. So
In case you didn't see her pointing at herself, she's pointing at herself. She's quite short. That's why I have to say when she does something.
Hazel is 180, and I'm Spanish. I'm short. I'm 165, so I need stilettos.
But
I
you
need
can
high
walk
heels.
in those.
Yes,
she's-
yeah.
She
I had
has
to learn how
shoes
to
that
walk in
are
these.
high enough for me to pole dance on the heel. It's absurd. I don't know how she does
Have
it.
you tried?
I have done it, not just tried.
I want to see this choreography. That's nice.
It was like Chanel in 2022 in Turin. She used to practice running on the treadmill in her stilettos.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
in her high
Crazy.
heels to get ready for her performance. So
I think we will see her this year. Chanel. Chanel is the spokesperson for Spain.
Ah,
Yes.
slow-mo's iconic,
Yeah.
honestly. Sandra, you were in the Eurovision Song Contest 1991, wasn't it?
Exactly.
And I rewatched your performance again this morning. When was the last time you watched it?
I think I get to see it every day here because
Someone reminds you.
yes, everybody asks me, "Oh, do you remember '91?" And so, yes, I watched it several times, and it's so crazy. It's like watching a stranger. It's 34 years ago,
And still with the same husband.
True.
The guy
He
who
was
was
there
her boyfriend
already.
is
Yeah.
now her husband.
Ah, that's so lovely.
exactly. He was there with me. And yeah, it's. I mean, it's sweet. I see myself there. Oh, I was so sweet.
It's a
and
beautiful song.
Yeah, it's
beautiful
nice.
song.
It's nice.
And
It's
you came
just-
5th.
yeah, that was quite a surprise. I didn't expect that. And yeah, it was such beautiful memory. That's why I wanted to come back and yes, and do this job now. Beautiful.
That was the year Carola won for Sweden, wasn't it? And
Exactly.
she
Yeah, rub
came
it
There
in.
was a
Steve.
tie.
Rub it in.
There was a tie between Carola and the French girl Amina,
Yes,
and Carola won because she had more 12 points.
there we go. That's when, that was an exciting year when it came down to the very, very last
Exactly, yes.
vote. Because even though it's exciting these days, the points aren't ever very, very close together. Well, they might be. So have you been learning how to do that dramatic moment for the final?
Oh yeah, but I think because we're both mothers, we really know how to like be dramatic and for a long time stare at someone and then
With a long pause.
yeah, with a long pause. If you don't clean your room, and normally when you're a mom, you just have to improvise some weird consequence because you don't know what you're doing. And with Eurovision, we have someone telling us the points in our ear. So he will be telling us the consequence. But we just have to keep the tension high.
Yes, there will be a lot of help. We have people in our ears. We have screens.
Do you want to say what he says to us?
Yes, it's very funny. It's Anders from Sweden. He's a voting pro. He's the voting pro, and he always says, "Spain, it's Spain. Say it." He always say, "Say it,
Say it!
And if he doesn't say it, I won't say it. So
So you have to hear, say it.
yes,
I love
yes,
it. Yes,
we
so
want to hear that.
satisfying.
He sounds like it could be like someone like from Lordi. Do you know what I mean? Say it. Montenegro, say it now.
He's got a sweet voice. He's
It's very
very
sweet,
nice.
yeah.
He's very nice.
Have you been rewatching past Eurovisions just to remind yourself of what to do, basically? Have you been doing homework?
Yeah, I think
course.
we're quite diligent. What we did is, what is very important, but you don't really talk about it because it seems like it's not going to be an issue, is what do you do when you're not talking? Like, for instance, if Sandra is saying how many points there are for some country, how am I reacting? Because I can't just sit there and relax. I have to
Reaction
mirror
phase.
the audience. And we actually talked about that and practiced that and looked at some good and some bad examples from the past.
So this is a podcast, so why don't you do your surprise face?
Okay. But she's a good surprise breather.
Yes, I breathe. Oh my God.
She's always, that's her one note in the rest. I think this breath should be much louder.
The breath queen, the dramatic breath queen, Sandra Studer.
Yes, that's how she's known on her website. That's the first thing that comes up.
Honestly, but yeah, you have to think about what does this mean, because it's, especially for the semi-finals, it's so tense. It is so tense, isn't it? Because unfortunately, there's 6 countries that won't go through. It's
and
so
I feel
sad.
sorry for them. That's because I'm a mom.
Yeah.
I think it's so unfair in the end, and I
Can't
think
we
this is
just
going
all
to be because it's not unfair. It's the game, I know, but I don't like to see people losing, and I know that they put all their heart and their passion in their music and their act, and then they have to go home. This is really hard.
And to them, this is their world. It's crazy to see just how many realities can coexist, because of course it's also a matter of taste, but I think when you're in this universe, you're just so in this that you don't really know that it could actually not be everybody's taste.
I know, it's and then that's almost like pinching yourself. It's a dose of reality, isn't
Yes.
it?
And everybody tells you, you could be the winner. Oh, I love your song. Oh, you are so great. And you start believing that, oh, it could be me. I could win. You see the odds, or maybe you don't see the odds. I don't know. But at the end of the rehearsals, you think, wow, I think this could work. And then reality strikes, and it's so bad for them. I really feel sorry.
But it's a bit the same as with the hosts, that we get we spend so many hours on the script and find the right wording and be like, oh no, I think that's not as nuanced as I wanted. That's maybe too nuanced. And then in the end of the day, they're like, well, they're not going to hear you. There's going to be a commentary.
Yes.
All that work for nothing.
For nothing.
Listen to me. Come on.
I mean, not even the English TV is going to listen to us. There's always a commentator over voicing us.
You've got the audience in the hall,
Yeah, and some of them might speak English, so let's just find a way to cope.
But I'm assuming because you've got this motherly, maternal outlook, Sandra, that you'll be there for free hugs for the people that don't make it through to the final.
I will be far away from them because they're in the green room.
Of course.
But later, after all this is over, I will hug them if I can. Of course.
Should we talk about Nemo and what Nemo did last year? Did you
Yes.
did you both watch it last year live?
I have to admit, I did not watch it live. I watched it the day after because I had a 2-month-old and I was just beyond tired, so I couldn't watch the final performance live. But the first thing I did at 5 a.m, I watched it. Amazing.
Incredible.
We had a watch party at home with 17 people, I think, in a very small room.
There's a video of you,
yes,
right?
there's a video. And, that was a huge party. And because I really believed Nemo could win. And so this was so exciting. And I was so proud of Nemo because, I loved the message. I loved Nemo's message, but I loved also the song, the performance. It was all so artistic. And I was really proud that Switzerland could win with this song, with this artist. It was just, it matched.
It was acrobatics on stage.
Fantastic.
We try to. Yes,
yes.
we have a short host segment where we try to mimic the performance, and we almost died. Like we were talking to costume already to get us a Swarovski covered wheelchair to gracefully host through the finale. It's crazy.
Yeah, now we're even more impressed what Nemo did, because it's really crazy to sing on this. How do you call this?
Or like a
This is a
spinning
spinning
top,
wheel.
spinning
Top.
disc.
Spinning disc.
Spinning disc, maybe. Yes, this
That
is
Nemo's
sounds like
disc.
something I would do at the gym. Spinning disc.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how Nemo did this. This
But
was just.
you met Nemo a while ago too, right? You've known them for a few years.
Yes, we were in the same Masked Singer production. Nemo was a tiger, I think, and I was a peacock.
Well, for everybody who doesn't know Masked Singer, they think, oh, now she's lost it completely.
And I heard this incredible voice because the contestants don't know each other. You don't know who the penguin is or whatever. So I thought, who is this person? Because I recognized all the other singers, honestly, because Switzerland is very small. But then there was this voice. I said, who is this?
Doesn't
I
sound
don't
like an actual tiger.
Yeah, because this artist was singing opera, soul, then funk, then. I said, but who is this? And then finally, I recognized Nemo, and then I realized what a fantastic artist this is. And so it wasn't a surprise when I heard the song for the first time, The Code. I said, this is a great song, but can Nemo perform this live? This is so difficult.
Yeah, it's crazy difficult.
And then I asked the producers, I said, wow, this is quite risky because it's so difficult. And they said, you wait and see. Nemo can do it. And yes, Nemo was just fantastic.
The tiger for the job.
The tiger for the job,
Sometimes
indeed.
all a country needs is a tiger on a spinning disc.
And then the eyes are on Switzerland because of that moment.
How awesome is that?
Can you imagine anything like that back in 1991 at the Eurovision?
Your perm would have been quite messy.
Did you see my perm? Yes, you
Yeah.
saw it.
I've seen your performance. Yeah.
Well,
Because it was the orchestra back then,
yeah,
and there wasn't
so
much
different.
movement on stage, was
yes,
there?
and there was. I mean, everything was so much smaller. There were no semifinals. Everything was live. The orchestra, all the voices were live. You had to sing in your own language, in one of the country's language. That's why I chose Italian.
Yeah, and it was in Rome, wasn't it?
It was
as
in
well?
Rome, exactly. It was
Trying to
in
get
Rome,
the
so-
Italian points.
Very good. When in Rome,
Yeah.
sing in Italian.
I didn't choose it because of that. I didn't want to sing in German. Romansch, our fourth language, would have been strange because I don't know the language. French was I knew that I would be criticized in French because I'm not from the French part, and Italian was very close to Spanish, and Spanish is my mother language, so that's why we chose Italian.
And things do sound beautiful in Italian,
Yes, ti amo.
honestly.
Stefano, you're so
Stefano.
right.
So Hazel, you're a mum as well, but I'm guessing your kids are too small to understand what Eurovision is.
I have a 4-year-old who is obsessed with ABBA, which is just
wow.
so good because I've been pushing it on her, and most of the time it doesn't work. But I've loved ABBA ever since I think I was 12 or so when I got a CD, and I was just so instantly obsessed. And now ABBA is, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but it seems like the natural progression from kids music to modern pop. So I'm really like forcing this on her, because if I hear Wheels on the Bus one more time, I'm gonna snap.
Or Baby Shark.
Baby Shark. No, we're not down the rabbit hole that far. No, we're trying.
I like this. You're literally giving your child a Eurovision doctrination.
Exactly, and on the car ride here, we were because we got to go home the past 2 days, Sandra and I live about 3 hours from Basel by car, but with traffic it was 4 hours. And I had one rule: we can only listen to Eurovision songs. And she loves it. She's obsessed. And then at one point she said, "Can't we just listen to ABBA? Because they are a Eurovision band as well, aren't
She
they?"
knew
and I'm
this.
Like, well, you were right. What year was it? And she didn't know.
And
She's
Hazel,
four.
you see what happens when you do this with your child, because I
yes.
have my child with me, my 24-year-old daughter.
She's the ESC robot.
She's the robot, exactly. She knows everything about Eurovision. And
She's
she
Wikipedia
loves it.
for Eurovision.
Yes.
Yeah, I told her, Lily, can I say the
Yeah,
name
of course,
is Lily?
of course.
Lily, I need facts for contingency. So if anything goes wrong during the show, I want to just spit some facts into the camera. Can you give me facts? And she was like, I'm on it. 20 minutes later, I have 4 pages PDF. And she's like, sorry, I didn't find more.
What did Lily think when you got the confirmation that you were going to be a host, Sandra?
Oh, she went crazy.
I bet.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a dream come true, not only for me, but also for my family. Well, especially for Lily, because she's a fan. But yeah, this is crazy. I mean, I think to see your mother doing this, because I'm quite an old host for Eurovision.
No, you're not.
I am. But that means that my whole family can really realizes what I'm doing here, and they know what it means to me, because things come full circle for me after 34 years. This is so beautiful. This is just a beautiful story I have to tell with this Eurovision Song Contest, and they're super happy for me.
Sandra Simon back then, or that was never your real name, right? It was your mother's?
It's my mother's name.
Okay, so
yeah.
it's kind of a pseudonym, but
it's my second name. Yeah, it could be Studer Simon if I wanted.
that's also very cool for your fashion
Sounds
line.
very good.
Studer Simon. No, but her song was Canzone per te. So guess what food they're having at the party and what the motto is. Think culinary, think Italian.
Spaghetti bolognese.
No,
No.
wrong, Steve, come on.
Pizza.
It's calzone per
Oh,
te.
calzone, of
Calzone per
course.
So that's how obsessed Lily is, and it's just
Oh,
so
so she's done the
great.
whole theme
Yes.
and everything.
Did she tell you that she's getting a? I'm probably.
You shouldn't tell
spilling
me.
Some tea.
You
Okay,
shouldn't
no.
tell me. I know it's a
Secret.
secret. Well, I won't be there anyway. I will be quite busy.
Okay,
at this
then
time.
cover your ears.
It's
They're
my
ordering-
family. Oh.
They're ordering a cardboard Sandra.
Oh, real life.
Oh
Yes.
Life
my
size,
Yes,
I mean.
life size
I don't
Sandra.
want to know this. I really don't want to know this. No, they're having a huge watch
Like
party.
170 people. Or
170
something. It's
people. Yes, they
crazy.
invited all our friends because they're all going crazy. Of course, yes.
I hope they charged for tickets. You could get quite a pretty penny,
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
you?
we can
know?
maybe start our own contest here with that budget.
So I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Well, it is very expensive in Switzerland.
My
honestly.
goodness. Yeah, I live in Germany and I'm
Yes.
I'm shook all day.
Also, with you hosting as well and being a participant, you now get to be framed in the Eurovision Hall of Fame. You know, as a legend forever in the Eurovision world.
Oh, don't tell me. That's such a lot of pressure, really. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I
you
can't believe
already
it.
are a
Sometimes,
legend.
sometimes I
think.
really can't believe that I'm doing this. This is so incredible. And next to Hazel, next to Michelle in the grand final, this is just it feels unreal still. Yeah.
I want to test your knowledge of Miss Celine Dion. Okay,
Oh,
we're going to play a mini little
Oh,
game.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
quite
no.
easy, I
Okay.
think. All you have to do is tell me which song these lyrics are from. Now, if you know, say your name, and that's how we'll do the scores. So we don't have a buzzer, so you'll just say your name instead. Okay?
Can I say a wrong answer and say Sandra's name so I can
This is
not lose?
This is not allowed, Hazel. This is a serious quiz.
Okay.
Oh
Why
I
are you
want-
saying Hazel? It was Sandra
Can
that
we-
asked.
Can
I
we
want your
win
focus.
something?
You
Otherwise I
can you
won't
can
can
win
win
my
this-
friendship.
Oh, okay,
Then
okay,
I'll
okay.
do my best.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, and yeah, you can win what I'm sitting next to, which is an Oreo
But this
squishy.
belongs to Hazel.
No,
You
but-
cannot do this.
Oh well, she can win it back.
I can win it back. Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's mine now.
I have a big fear that I will not be good at this.
Oh, I
because
won't
I'm
be
not good with lyrics.
either.
Let's
no.
try it.
Mm.
Okay. Number 1, easy. There were nights of endless pleasure.
There were nights of Sandra. There were nights of endless pleasure. Da 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 da. Tell me, baby, da 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 like this. But what is the name of the song?
You get the
it's
point.
So it's such a often used sound too. What is
Oh,
it
dear.
called?
Na,
Nights
na,
that-
na, na. It's all coming back to me now.
There we go.
Wow.
1 point to Sandra.
Very good.
Oh.
Next one. Babe, I know it ain't easy when your soul cries out for higher ground. Babe, I know it ain't
know it?
easy when your soul cries out for higher ground.
Are you just saying this as a person or is it lyrics?
It's it is lyrics, but I'm trying to put a bit of drama into it.
I think and if we don't know, you have to sing it. Steve.
Yes.
So, babe,
Can
I
you
know it
say
ain't
your-
easy
can
when
you
your
s-
soul cries out for high ground.
You're quite
Oh,
the
what a shame.
singer. Look at the pipes
Wow.
on Steve.
Babe, I know it ain't easy when your soul cries out for high ground.
Oh,
I
what
don't
is
think I
that?
know
I've
that.
heard that song, but I would never in a million years I would never know what the
Tell us.
title is.
Think twice, baby,
Oh,
think twice
yes.
for the sake of our
Oh.
love, for the memories. That one. So 1-0 to Sandra still. I taste your sweet kisses, your arms open wide. This fever for you is just burning me up inside.
Oh.
I
The
taste your
history
sweet
book on its
kisses.
shelf is always repeating itself.
We should have done this
With
with
ABBA,
ABBA. Would
yeah.
be much
It would have
easier
been-
than Celine Dion.
I should have done ABBA.
Yeah, well, I'm not a Celine Dion pro, I have to admit, as you see.
I taste your sweet kisses, your arms open wide. This fever for you is just burning me up inside. I drove all night to get to you. So it's Celine Dion's famous cover of Roy Orbison's I Drove All Night.
Ah, okay.
If it's true that Celine is listening to this podcast, I think she won't come to
No,
Switzerland.
I
When-
think
when
she
hear
will
us-
come to punch us. That would be such a sad story.
You need, if you don't get this one, I'm just to end the podcast straight
Okay,
away.
ne
Okay,
partez
okay.
pas sans moi.
Not yet. Oh, well, that's Love was when I loved you. One true time I'd hold you. Love was when I loved you. One true time I'd hold you. Love.
Do you know that
was
we
when
don't
I
speak
loved
English, so
you.
the lyrics when we
It's-
listen to music,
it's
they're
like
always
we
like
just do
rang,
na,
rang,
na, na,
rang,
This is
la,
very
la,
true,
la,
so I
la,
should sing it.
la, la.
Love was when I loved you. One true time
Lives
I'd
I'd
hold
hold
you.
Hazel, my heart will go on.
Yay, you
Oh,
got
I
a
got a
point!
Don't kick me off the door just yet.
And finally, don't leave without me. Let me follow you.
Sandra, ne partez pas sans moi. Now you did it in English.
I did a trick question.
Oh.
But you got it, Sandra.
Is there an English version, by the way?
No, I don't
I've
think
never
so.
heard her sing it in English.
I just thought I'd
What is
switch
it?
it
Trick
up.
question in French? Un truc.
Un truc en français. Ne partez pas sans moi.
What a song, by the way.
Yeah,
honestly,
I love it.
You can see why it won Eurovision.
It's so good because I think you see when there's a really deserved winning song, when you just listen to a little bit of it, you can't stop. You have to get the whole 3 minutes.
It is honestly what she did for the contest and Switzerland, and she's still probably the biggest thing to ever come out of the Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
between
yes.
her and ABBA,
it was
but-
her and ABBA.
but Celine is
And I
my
think
queen.
she won with 1 point only.
She did as well, yes.
And the UK was second.
UK came second.
The
yeah.
singer, do you remember the singer? It was,
Was
a
it
guy.
Scott Fitzgerald? I'm gonna have to
Was
check.
he blonde? I think he was blonde.
Yeah, he
Yes.
was blonde. This is
Wow, and
this
she
is
won
going
with
back.
1 point.
That's
point of
crazy.
difference.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sandra, you win the quiz. It is 2-1. That means you get
I get
Hazel's
Get my
Oreo
pillow.
squishy
Would you
pillow.
Thank
there
you
we
very
go.
much,
I
Hazel.
Say goodbye to it, Hazel.
I think a dog
I
has
win your
made love
friendship,
to
you
it.
told
so
me.
And
enjoy.
we win our
I-
friendship.
I want to
yes.
see what that means.
That
You'll have to
means
show me.
I
Matching
will
bracelets.
always be here for life coaching, for any Eurovision trivia you need, and
And English lessons.
Hazel, Sandra, I just want to wish you good luck for this week, and I can already tell that you're going to enjoy it so much. I can tell your chemistry, your friendship in this short time.
Do you have any
and,
advice? Because you've really talked to all of them.
Be yourselves, which you clearly will be. Listen to Anders and only say the country when he says.
Thank
to
you
say it.
for reminding us. Yeah.
And just do you, because you're both brilliant.
We
Okay,
will.
and about this podcast, to everyone out there, recommend it.
Yeah, sign up, watch, share, do it all, you know.
Don't watch. It's audio.
Oh, yeah, it's
only.
audio.
It's good. But thank you for having us.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and we should say a very quick hello to Michelle as well, who's hosting the grand final.
Madai.
Would you like to say something in Italian?
Yeah,
Yeah, tell her something. Can you do it, or can
can
sh-
sing.
should
I only
we
know
help
ti
her?
amo.
That's
That's
good.
very
That's
good.
Okay, ti amo, Michelle.
Ooh.
Hazel, Sandra, thank you so much, and thank you for coming on the official Eurovision Song Contest podcast.
Do we
Thank
want
you
to
very
give this
much.
podcast points?
Yes. From
Say
1
it.
to 10.
Yeah. No, I think on a Eurovision scale.
Ah.
You can give the points.
of course.
They're ready now. Wait. Points in. Wait. 12 points. Say it.
12 points, 12 points pour ce podcast.
Yay!